yourself, John.
Good evening. It's July 27th, 2025, Sunday. And it's my pleasure and distinct honor to be speaking with Mr. John J. Jeckovich. How are you doing today?
Very good, thank you.
You're looking well. You look pretty nice and blue. You really do. You look chipper. Mr. Jeckovich was from Company H, 2nd Battalion of the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich lives by the motto, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a nice dinner, Mr. Jeckovich?
Oh, yeah.
We got some text that came in. Would you like me to read you some?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
This is from your fine friend, Nancy. You remember Nancy, right?
Yeah, Nancy was here,
You've known her
remember?
40 or 50 years.
Yeah.
She sent you a very nice text. Would you like me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, listen closely. Good morning. I'm at work. Nancy's working right now. I'm thinking about last night's video. I felt sorry for the family of John's friend. She's returning to Donald Lape. You know, Donald Lape got killed.
Yeah.
Nancy says, I felt sorry for the family of John's friend and for John also. John went through a lot in his life from 11 years old, taking care of his mother, the war, etc. But here's the best part, she says. But God rewarded you by giving him a long life. God gave you a long life. And a long life with Delphine.
Oh, yeah, 69 years.
Yeah, but listen, she's got some beautiful points here. They were inseparable, which is true.
Yeah.
She would sit next to him in the shed, meaning Delphine, when he was working. So Nancy was your good friend of 40 or 50 years. She came over to visit you and Delphine.
Yeah.
You guys went to the mall together.
Yeah.
You did things together. You helped Nancy with her house several times with small things she needed, right?
Yeah.
But here's the best part. Here we go. This shows true loyalty and concern in a wife. Here we go. Sometimes I would disagree with John. Wouldn't Nancy sometimes disagree with you on things? And Delphine would say, Nancy, John knows everything. Remember that? How Delphine stuck up for you, even though it was an innocent comment. You know, a nice comment or recommendation from Nancy. Delphine would stick right up for you, and she says, Nancy, John knows everything. Anyway, I'm writing you to thank you and Jen for the beautiful videos. It means a lot to me, meaning Nancy, and a lot of other people as well. This is Nancy still, how could I be so lucky to have been part of these two beautiful people in my own life? Love you all, Nancy.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that a fine lady?
Yeah.
So Nancy was your friend for 40 or 50 years, and she's basically stressed the point how your life has been a charmed life, how your life has been lucky. You had a nice wife for 69 years, and the text states that how devoted and loyal your wife would be. Nancy would just make an innocent comment or recommendation about any subject, and Delphine would stand up and says, Nancy, John knows everything. So that was beautiful. Yeah, Nancy's a fine lady. This world needs more people like Nancy. This world needs more people like Nancy. It sure does. Let's see. Do I have any more text back there?
No, not right. No.
I got another text here. I don't know who sent it, but it's a text. I don't really understand it too well, but It's about respecting your parents. This one, I don't know who sent this, but it's about an old folks home. Would you like me to read it?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so now we just had a beautiful text by Nancy, a beautiful lady. That lady's a real gem, isn't she? Isn't she?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right, here comes one. I don't know who the sender it is, but good or bad, we'll read them all. That's what we do. We read them all, good or bad. What did they used to do to all your V-mails?
Huh?
All your V-mails, what did the government do to your V-mails?
Censor it.
Yeah, see, we don't censor nothing. This is probably not the best text, but I'm going to read it what they sent it.
24 minutes.
It said, I love your stories every night, but I read, and it's such refreshing how everyone takes care of Mr. Jeckovich so well. I've never seen it like this in my life. Let me tell you my story. Respect your parents. This person wants me to read this short story. Let's see what they say. I don't know if it's a male or a female. After his father's death, the son decided to leave his mother at an old age home and visit her on and off. Once he received a call from the old age home, Mom was very serious. Please come to visit. This is what the old folks home says. And once again, I don't know the sender, but we're going to read it anyways. Son went and saw Mom very critical on her dying bed. He asked Mom, what can I do for you? Okay, I'm getting the picture. The son's visiting his mother at an old folks home. She's on her dying bed, and this is a typical family member. Sometimes the most poisonous people on earth comes disguised in family. This person must have heard our story about these other, well. So he saw her mom on her dying bed. He asked, Mom, what can I do for you? Now here's a very interesting and reply from the mom with great empathy. Please install fans in the old age home. There are none. Also put a fridge for the betterment of food, because many times I slept without food.
Oh, boy.
Let's hear the rest. Son was surprised and asked Mom, Mom, while you were here, you never complained. Now you have a few hours left of your life, and you're telling me all this. Why? Let's see what the why is. Here's a good point. This is very interesting. Wow, when did this come in? It must have came in last night or this morning. Mom replied, it's okay, dear. I managed with the heat, the hunger, and the pain. But when your children will send you here, I'm afraid you will not be able to manage. So she was looking out for her son.
Yeah.
The deadbeat son that never came.
Yeah.
She warned him to take care with what I left behind, and said this is what she wants, to modernize the old age home, because she feared that one day, perhaps my children, perhaps the son's children, would abandon me there, and I would experience what she did. Her final words were this. Wow, listen to this knowledge here. Her final words were this on her dying bed. What you give is what you get.
Yeah.
God damn, is that good. Who sent that? Any idea who sent that? I think that came in as an email.
I'm not sure who sent that.
Well, you send that person, have them call me. I want to, what's that?
I will, I'll have them.
I wanted to see who sent that to me, and I want to hear more about the situation. Now, so we had two emails and texts just recently. One was from beautiful Nancy, all positive and glowing. And then we had another text from another person about hardships and the mother still caring for the son, even though the son was a deadbeat. She says, you won't be able to survive in this old home. old nursing home because it needs everything. And so she was still looking out for him. So it's a crazy world, isn't it?
Yeah.
But generally speaking, we get lots of nice texts, all upbeat texts, but once in a while we get this, but we're not sad that we read it because it's reality. It's reality. Wow. But didn't you extremely like that text from Nancy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So when you sent your V-mails home, how much did they delete?
Censor.
How much did they censor?
What they thought was critical.
Mostly location.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't censor anything here. You just seen. We had a beautiful email and text, and we had a sad email and text. If it's out there, send it to us, Mr. Jeckovich is 100 years old. He likes hearing from you all. And your comments, good or bad, we're just saying. We don't censor nothing here. We really don't censor nothing here. Oh, I have the same old text that came in about your longevity. Longevity is always a big one. Yeah. Oh, what about your book? Lots of hundreds and hundreds a week come in about your book. Let's clear this up right now. Mr. Jeckovich, where can we buy your book?
Can't sell. Can't buy it.
Can't buy it now.
Not for sale.
You can't buy it in the future. It's not
No,
for sale.
no.
You must understand, Mr. Jeckovich is not selling anything to you. Mr. Jeckovich is giving to you. He doesn't need the money from some damn book. He's got plenty. He wrote the book to give youngsters a better idea how to live a life, better idea to have a more wholesome life, which is getting tougher and tougher to do. And some of the highlights of his book I jotted down, and that's a big book. How many pages?
849.
Wow. I gave you lots of credit to have the time and the patience to write an 849-page book. I know you didn't have Google.
No.
I know you didn't have a laptop.
No.
How'd you do it?
Yellow pages.
Yeah, long legal pads. Could you imagine? We read your book once already. We're back the second time around. We're on chapter 8. And so any of the listeners, we have like 600 of these YouTubes out there. You can start from the beginning and listen to the book for free. It's full of knowledge. Mr. Jeckovich's mind is like a library. He did everything from A to Z. From A to Z. And the book, there's one copy of the book that's in the World War II Museum in New Orleans. But the rest are never be for sale and no interest in that. It's to give back. It's to change people's life, to give them a simpler life. I pulled a few things from the book over the last couple of years, and I'll read them to you. Some of the highlights, I believe they are, to try to teach you and maybe your children to give them a better life. So let me read over a few of them. So Mr. Jeckovich wrote this book to make things better for his grandchildren, grandchildren, and younger people. And here's just some of the things he said. I really like for them to know about hand-me-down clothes and homemade ice cream and leftover meatloaf sandwiches. I really would. You had a funny story about meatloaf, didn't you?
Meatloaf, yeah.
When you got off the service on your vacation, a few days from basic training, you went home and what happened?
I ate some meatloaf one month, so you just ate the supper.
So you got home after traveling from boot camp and you were starving. You didn't eat probably in 2 days. And there was some leftover meatloaf and your mother and sister
I
were
didn't eat it all. I just had a couple of bites.
I know, but still. Your mother and sister weren't home yet.
Yeah.
And I think you drank a glass of orange juice. And then your mother finally got home. She was not expecting you. Your sister was not expecting you. And then what did your mother start?
She says, you just ate our supper.
Your leftovers, right?
Yeah.
And you were traveling for 2 days. She didn't know you were coming. I don't think she knew what a rough life you had in that war.
Well, I said, I don't know if she realized it though.
Didn't realize it, right? Yeah.
How could she
She
understand?
couldn't have realized it. She
Yeah.
couldn't have. And so then what did she say? Did she give you like the silent treatment?
Yeah.
Banging?
First she went in the kitchen and started rattling dishes around.
That's your sign she's angry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, he gave him a tough mother and he made him tough, and that's why he survived the war. I really like for them to know about hand-me-down clothes. I hope they learn humility by being humiliated, and that they learn honesty by being cheated. I hope they learn to make their own bed and mow the lawn and wash the car. This is very important, the next one. And I really hope no one gives you a brand new car when you turn 16. That's the worst thing they can do, right?
Yeah.
Let them get their asses out and work entry-level jobs at, say, McDonald's, and let them save $500, $1,000, and buy a junker. They'll appreciate that more. But if you give them a car at 16, you're ruining them. You're ruining their lives. Don't think you're doing good. You're doing very bad, moms and dads. It'll be good if at least one time you see puppies be born and an old dog put to sleep. Yeah. Speaking of McDonald's, I just read an article. It's an epidemic. They can't get workers. McDonald's' starting pay now is $18 an hour. And in order for them to get 3 workers, they have to hire 16.
Yeah.
Because they hire 16 and only 3 show up. And then they have problems with the workers taking the hamburger patties that are still frozen and shoving them down their pants and stealing them. So you have to get rid of them. Then they have problems with the help, that when their buddy comes through the drive-through, instead of getting $10 worth of McDonald's, they put them $50 worth of McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then
12 and a half.
they're having a hell time keeping people, even 18 an hour. And then when they get their first paycheck, the workers look at it and they go, "What? I got this only, and all my gas and all my time," and they usually quit on their first paycheck.
Yeah.
So the McDonald's hiring cycle continues. They started hiring 16 3-show, and then the 3 within a week or 2 are gone. Very, very difficult. When you were a boy, what kind of work ethic did you have?
I remember when I had a job, I went to it strictly.
And there was no such thing as employees just stealing the inventory.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
No.
Now it's a common thing. We're normalized by people stealing, which we shouldn't be. It's an absolute shame. Absolute shame. I hope you get a black eye fighting for something you believe in. I hope you share a bedroom with your younger brother, and it's all right if you have to draw a line down the middle of the room. But when he wants to crawl under the covers with you because he's scared, I hope you let him. When you want to see a movie, I hope you let your little brother tag along. I hope you have to walk to school with your friends and that you live in a town where it's safe to do. Tell us about your walking to school experiences.
Walking?
You went to 2 high schools simultaneously.
Yeah.
You started at 3063 Orleans Avenue. And what was your first courses of the day?
Niagara Falls High School.
And how far was that from your home?
6 miles.
And so you went there for the morning session, and then at noon you went to where?
It was trot.
And how far was trot from?
Probably 4 miles.
Okay, now you got 10 miles under your belt. Why did you go to 2 high schools?
Well, I wanted to I had 16 years if I wanted to go to college. I just thought I would. And then the other one was I wanted to experience.
Wow, you're a real go-getter. And what kind of classes would you take at Trot Vocational?
Electrical.
Electrical. And that's how you're handy
Yeah,
with lunch?
Mr. Tressel was our instructor.
What's that?
Tressel was our instructor, my instructor.
Wow, you remember an instructor over 80 years ago. Like I said, his mind is like a library. He doesn't forget. No. No, reads 3 newspapers every morning with no glasses. Shake your hand, knock you to the ground. So much power. Never took a prescription. Never took a vitamin. Jogged for 80 years. Did you smoke and drink?
No.
I'll be damned. So that, and then after Trot, where'd you go from there?
I went to, from Trot, I went to Kresge's where my mother worked.
Okay, so from Trot, you continued walking to SS Kresge's, and your mother was working there.
Yeah.
What'd your mother do there?
To cook.
And so how many miles was it from Trot to SS Kresge?
Probably 7 miles.
It was all the way across town.
Yeah.
So that's 17 miles a day. Did you complain?
No.
Did you ever think of complaining?
No. That's all just normal.
What you wouldn't even say to your mother and father, I'm not doing this anymore. It was
What?
just you wouldn't say I'm not going to walk anymore. It was just natural, right?
Yeah.
It was just natural, acceptable. You didn't think
Just like
you
riding a bicycle.
didn't think you were being shafted. So when you got to SS Kresge's, by the way, they actually turned into Kmart 20 years later after Mr. Jeckovich's employment. When you got to Kresge's, what did you do there?
Sock boy.
Like stocking everything from A to Z?
Well, no, girls could give me a slip of what they want for their counter, and I'd fill that basket and break it up.
But you did have one perk. Your mother was the cook,
Yeah.
and your mother's a fine cook. And I'm sure as soon as you got there, she made you a nice meal.
Oh, yeah, I sit down in the candy room.
Oh, okay, so you had to eat in the candy room?
Yeah, downstairs there.
Why didn't you go up to the lunch counter on the...
My mother said, you're not going up there.
Not going up there, okay. So you had to eat down in the candy room, but I don't know. Eat in the candy room or eat in the lunch counter, who cares? Your mother could cook.
Yeah.
Did you ever find a cook that was better than your mother?
Yeah.
Did you
No.
ever know a cook that was better than your mother?
No.
Was your wife Delphine a good cook?
No, I told my mother, I said, Mom, get a hold of Delphine, teach her how to cook. She can't cook.
She can't cook.
No.
So your mother taught your wife, Delphine, to cook.
Yeah.
And what was your mother's favorite dish?
Spaghetti and meatballs.
What was your wife's favorite dish?
Roast beef.
So you really had some good meals there.
Yeah.
You know, speaking about food, I'll have to mention, most of your World War II documents were burned in a big military fire in an office building in St. Louis. But I did recover your drafting documents. And it stated when you were drafted 80 years ago or so, maybe longer, your weight was 187 pounds. Was that all the good cooking of your mom?
Yeah.
And so now, what are you weighing in at now?
151.
So don't you think you have a lot of catching up to do?
No, I don't think so.
Yes.
6.5.
So,
I don't think so.
But the plus there, let's look at the plus. Most people, when they get older, they get heavier. So you can take that World War II combat uniform right this very minute, and it'll fit you.
Yeah.
It'll fit you loosely. So that's a bonus. So let me just go over this, being we're talking about students walking. You start off at 3063 Orleans Avenue, Niagara Falls, New York. You walk 4 or 5 miles to Niagara Falls High School. You take your classes till noon, and then at noon you walk clear across Niagara Falls to Trot Vocational High School.
Which was 5 miles.
Yeah, 5 miles. You take your classes, and now you have to walk clear past Niagara Falls High School, all the way to Fall Street, where Kresge is.
Yeah.
Did you eat first, or did you work first?
I worked.
And then did you eat later?
I ate at supper time.
But now you're SS Kresge's, and now you have to get back. Now you have to get back to 3063 Orleans Avenue. How'd you do that?
I walked. I would never hitchhike.
You never hitchhiked. Did you see a lot of hitchhikers back then?
No.
And how'd your mother get home?
My mother got home with a helper. She worked with somebody,
Someone brought her home?
She worked with somebody who brought her home.
Wow. So was that the big treat? I'm just going over this again. Was that the big treat, the dinners your mother would make at SS Gretzky?
Oh, yeah.
So they were good?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Wow. So your mother worked as a cook. She wasn't a waitress. She would cook in one department and send the food up to the lunch bar on the main floor, and the waitress would serve them. Is that how it worked?
Yeah.
Wow. Did your brother ever work there?
No.
Wow. Did your brothers hitchhike?
My brother?
Did they hitchhike?
No. He might have hitchhiked going to the golf course, yeah.
And what did he do at the golf course?
He played golf.
Oh. You're working at Gretzky's, and he's playing golf.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. Let me finish these notes here. This is very interesting. Do I have time here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just under 4.
If you want a slingshot, I hope your dad teaches you one to make one instead of buying one. You didn't have slingshots. What did you have?
It was a 2x4 with a nail in it and a rubber band from a truck tire.
So you would get a tire tube, you would cut it up, take a 2x4, put a nail in it, and had that to be a weapon to play with the kids.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. I don't think there's inner tubes anymore. Let's see. I hope you learned to dig in the dirt and read books. You read a lot of books.
Yeah.
Tell us how your book reading would go as a boy.
I had a book of the month club.
And where did you get the books?
Put it to the mail.
Didn't you have to beat your mother to the mailbox?
Yeah, because she said you spent too much money on books.
So you had to beat your
I didn't
mother.
take. It was a book of the month. If you liked it, you took it. If you didn't like it, you didn't take it.
But the bottom line is you had to beat your mother to the mailbox to let her know you're not getting a book.
Yeah.
And then, where'd you hide your books from your mother?
Underneath the bed.
But your mother was against, because she thought it was expensive, but where did you eventually read the book?
In the garage.
Wow, wouldn't mothers today just love their kids and be chasing books?
2.5 minutes.
Wouldn't they just love it? Okay, let me try to put the rest of it here. Here's another very important part. Mr. Jeckovich says, I don't care if you try a beer once, but I hope you don't like it. And if a friend offers you dope or a joint, I hope you realize he is not your friend. That's a good point. I hope you feel sorrow. May you feel sorrow at a funeral and joy during the holidays. I hope your mother punishes you when you throw a baseball through your neighbor's window, and then she hugs you and kisses you at Christmas when you give her a plaster mold of your hand. I'm going to sum it up this way. These things I wish for you: tough times and disappointment, hard work and happiness. To me, it's the only way to appreciate life. That's it. You got to go through hard times.
Yeah.
You got to go through hard times. What do you think of all the young guys today being so spoiled?
Oh, they're spoiled.
Spoiled rotten. How are they doing war?
Huh?
How are they doing war?
I don't think they do very good.
Like you were tough.
They get shocked right away.
You were tough. You were street smart. And you're here to honor and talk about it. But many mothers spoil these boys.
1 minute.
And it's a shame because we always had wars, thousands of years of wars. And we'll have 1,000 more.
Well, Lape was one of them. He was spoiled.
Yeah, Donald Lape was Mr. Jeckovich's best friend in the military. They're in a foxhole. And what'd you tell Lape to do, not to do?
That's to get your head down. What are you looking for? You know they're over there. Pop your head down, peep
he
it
was
down.
not street smart.
Yeah.
And then what finally happened to him?
Well, he got, they zeroed in on him, took his head off.
Blew his head off, and there was only his glasses hanging from his ear. It's a dirty bomb. What's a dirty bomb?
Nails, screwdrivers, and everything else.
The Nazis would pack in these bomb screwdrivers and razor blades.
Yeah.
Minutes.
20 seconds.
And Mr. Jeckovich still has that shrapnel in his body.
Yeah.
Right? Do you still suffer from the shrapnel?
Well, some little pieces are in there. Yeah.
How about your frostbite? Tell us.
Frostbite's got it right here.
What's the pain